Good morning, everybody. So I want to hit on a topic. It's what I've been experiencing, and I think it's just another change, is what I feel like. It's just another extreme, excuse me, like another change coming, like one of those onion layers being pulled away. And each time that this happens, I feel like you take another big step up in the healing process. And basically, every time I start to feel physical symptoms, once in a while, not as much as before, I start to go back into that habit of thinking that I am not getting better. But it's that feeling, it's that physical feeling that is so off-putting, and for some people it's really frightening because it is adrenaline and it makes you feel fear, that makes you think the worst. So there are scientific studies, and this doesn't have to mean that we are backpedaling when we feel the physical symptoms. That's what I'm going through actually this morning, and what I basically did was, just let it be there, and told myself, just, feel it through and let it be there. And slowly, as I'm getting on with my day, my brain is like actually going, okay, well, she's not panicking, so there must be nothing wrong. And it's starting to subside, but I had a lot of adrenaline this morning. It felt like a lot. It probably wasn't a lot, but it always backs off. So I wanted to talk about some of that stuff. And it's really common for physical symptoms like adrenaline surges or cortisol spikes to be the last part of anxiety to fade. It often lingers even when you're doing well mentally, and that's what's going on. So we have to keep that in mind. We have to remember that. Since I've had anxiety for 2 years, my nervous system is in a hyperstimulated state. Tired but wired. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of that, but it takes time to recalibrate. Generally several months to over a year of consistent low-stress living to fully disappear. So my friend told me that it took her about a year once she started to get it. It takes about a year and I think that is your nervous system healing and recalibrating, and that'll take about a good year. But based on my 6 months of recovery timeline, I think it's been about 6 months that I actually started getting it. I'm on the right track. So if any of you are experiencing this, the physical symptoms, just know that that is just your body trying to get back to normal. It has nothing to do with whether it's coming back. But anyway, here's what I can expect regarding the timeline for the surges of adrenaline to stop. So initial improvement, I would say, from my research, 1 to 3 months. You may have already experienced fewer, less intense spikes during this phase. A momentum phase is 4 to 7 months, when new, calmer neural pathways are establishing, typically resulting in less reactivity to thoughts. I still have when I have thoughts, I can still stimulate the adrenaline just by the thoughts. And that will actually fade and go away too. Yay, I can't wait. Long-term stability is about when you're 8 to 12 plus months in, like a new normal of calm and safety is built. And physical reactivity usually subsides. So yeah, it's about a year or more. For chronic cases, if your anxiety was deeply entrenched, it can take 12 to 24 months for significant long-term improvement in adrenaline sensitivity. So even if you have really bad, and I consider myself in that category, chronic case, like I was feeling intense adrenaline dumps, intense nervous system dysfunction. It was probably the chronic case. So, I mean, I'm prepared for that. I'm telling myself, okay, I can do this another 2 years if I have to. But I'm teaching myself not to be so fearful. And once I get there and get that strong, I mean, that'll be really, really good for me. I think that that would be real progress for someone that grew up scared of everything. I think at some point now I'm realizing I think I've always had health anxiety. So I've had some traumatic experiences. I'm pretty sure I've had health anxiety, so I'm working through that too. And that is all part of it. Any kind of anxiety, you do the same thing. You want to teach your brain a certain thing, so you're going to do the same thing for any kind of anxiety. You're going to let it be there. You're going to feel it, and in time your brain will understand, and your brain will stop fighting. Your brain will realize that you're safe. But while you still have adrenaline, cortisol spikes, your body is holding onto old patterns of responding to stress, even if your mind is no longer as worried. And that's what's going on with me. My mind is no longer as worried, but my body, it's been 2 years, so my body's still going to keep reacting. And I don't like it, but I have to know that it's just my body. My body's recalibrating. And there's something called the lag effect. The symptoms are often the last aspect to disappear in recovery. That is true. Then there's sensitization. After 2 years, your nervous system is sensitized, which, for me, it's been 2 years, and it's hyper-vigilant, and fires first at a thought and asks questions later. I find that happens a lot. And lingering triggers, which certain thoughts or situations can still activate the fight or flight response, releasing adrenaline. And that is probably why, those thoughts are, you're thinking about triggers, or you'll step into a room if you were triggered there before, and you'll feel a little bit of adrenaline. So, sorry, I had to stop my recording, or my mic a minute ago. That's why I got quiet. But how to accelerate the end of surges. Number 1, stop trying to fix the surges. Paradoxically, obsessively trying to stop the adrenaline makes it worse because it signals danger to the brain. We've talked about this many times, and the goal is to tune out of them, allowing the energy to pass without fighting it. So when you sit with it, basically, when you're sitting with it, you're letting that pass. You're letting the feelings pass through you, and you're giving it time, and you're letting it just pass. And you tell yourself, let this pass, this is just adrenaline, let it just pass. And I know it's not easy. I used to get up. When I felt that, I'd get up, or I'd roll out of bed really quick. Now I just lay in bed and I just say, let it pass through. And I know it's not easy to sit with it, but that is how your brain is going to get it. And number 2, do not fight the feeling. Same thing. Allow the adrenaline to be present, excuse me, and continue your activity, showing your brain that the sensation is harmless. So when you're sitting with it, oh, I got my throat. Excuse me. When you are sitting with it, you are letting it pass. And you're showing your brain once again that it's not dangerous. Like they say, and I really liked this, just if there's something that, when you're thinking about doing something, and I'm not saying to go paragliding. God, my throat's dry. Excuse me. But just like if you want to go to the store and your brain just says, oh no, I'm not going to go. Oh God, I can't do that. You start feeling that rising up. You go to the store. And the more you go to the store, the more you rewire your brain for that. You just consistently keep doing the thing that you're feeling awkward about doing. In time, that will fade, that feeling towards doing that thing. I've noticed that a lot in my recovery. There were rooms I couldn't go to in my house. So the more and more you do it, and it takes time, the more and more you do it, the more and more you go in that room, and you won't feel anything anymore. I mean, you won't feel that adrenaline anymore. You'll forget about it. You'll rewire your brain, and your brain will know it's okay. Number 3, try to activate the parasympathetic system. When a surge happens, use long, slow exhales, like 4 seconds in and 8 seconds out, or shake your arms to metabolize the adrenaline. I just started exercising, and it's low impact exercising. I do 6-minute standing abs, and I'll do some stretches, and I'll do some weights. I also like to go for a 30-minute walk every day. And I also have a vibration plate that I like to put my feet on. And this is just baby steps. I guess high intensity exercise can produce adrenaline in the body. And if you don't, if you don't want to have that adrenaline feeling and you can't stand it right now and you're at that stage, don't do any high intensity. It might help you. That's why I like the idea of shaking your arms out. That's kind of somatic. Shake your arms, shake your body, shake it out, go for a walk. That kind of stuff helps. And manage cortisol with your lifestyle, like consistent exercise, like we were just saying, walking, yoga, reducing caffeine and alcohol. And strict sleep routines help normalize cortisol levels over time. I think that's true. I have really reduced my caffeine. I'm going to say I didn't stop drinking it. I have decaf and a little bit of caffeinated in there. I also started fasting, intermittent fasting. I've been hearing a lot about, I fasted before. I did intermittent fasting before, and I did lose a lot of weight. I felt pretty good. Right before this happened, I was actually doing intermittent fasting. And all hell broke loose. So I couldn't do the intermittent fasting anymore. But I just picked it up again. I'm starting it. And we'll see how that helps with the adrenaline. It's supposed to reduce adrenaline and cortisol. Sorry. So I can try that. And that's basically what I wanted to touch on today, because when you're in your recovery and you're at the end of your recovery and you're feeling physical symptoms, please don't think that you are taking steps back. I know it's hard not to, because I even start worrying. I think that's what makes the adrenaline worse, is thinking that it's going to come back. And that's ridiculous, because I have proven to myself over and over again that it's not going to come back. Because every time I feel that all that adrenaline, I'm like, I handle it differently now. I just kind of laugh at it and get on with what I'm doing. Just push through and feel your emotions, feel it all the way through, whether it's adrenaline or emotions, it's all the same. Just feel it. And it's funny because it'll feel intense and it'll peak within just seconds. Not even, um, I know in the beginning, maybe in the beginning that it'll feel intense, but as you start recovering and you're towards the end, it passes very quickly. If that's any help. Um, okay, everybody, I'm going to cut this short, but just remember that physical symptoms have nothing to do with your recovery or where you're at. You could be recovering really, really well, but you're still going to have those physical symptoms, because your body's recalibrating. Your body's trying to get, your mind, your body has to catch up with your mind. So just remember that. Don't kick yourself if you're having physical symptoms, like me this morning. I already got up, went to the post office, and I'm just going to push through and just keep doing what I planned on doing today. And I feel it subsiding. And it's on and off. That's okay. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. And keep pushing on, and everything is going to be okay.